Okay, so this video we're going to start looking for the draw cases and how we'll track those. So the easiest way actually is basically if 9 moves or more have taken place and there's no win, then it's a draw because you can't move any more than 9 spaces on the grid. So we'll go with that. So let's go back to Unity here, and then we're going to want to go to our game controller script. Okay, and I'll add it not under here. We're gonna make a tracker, so we'll just call this, let's go MoveCount. Okay, and awake, we're gonna set MoveCount equals 0. Okay, and we're gonna increment this. We're going to do it right at the very beginning of end turn. So once the player actually clicks. So we're going to do move count plus plus. Okay. And at the end is where we're going to check it. So let's just line this up. Okay. And we're going to want to do it before change sides, I think. Yeah, we're going to want to do it just before that, because if the game is over, then you don't want to actually change sides. Okay, so what we will do here, let's do if move count is greater or equal to 9. And, oops, sorry. What we are going to do is, if it is, then we're going to enable our panel, and we're just going to say it's a draw. So what was it? Game over panel dot set active true. And it doesn't really matter, you're going to see it, but I like doing it before. So we'll do game over text, and let's do it's a draw. Okay, so that should take care of that. I think we can actually test that right now. What is this? Oh, yeah, we got it. Dot text. Okay, so let's try that again. Make sure we're actually gonna, there, okay. So it did work for a draw. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're still kind of following that tutorial a bit. I figure since we're already this far into it, we might as well go through it and do the polish and everything too in the videos. So what the next step we're gonna do is, since we've actually set this in multiple places, we're gonna make a method that we can pass a string in to change instead of doing it each time in different codes. So then if you want to make changes to how it actually implements that down the road, you only have to do it in one spot. So it makes it a lot easier. So we're just going to go down here. We're going to do set game over text. And it's going to take in a string, and we'll just call that all my text. Okay, so we have this. What we're going to do is take this text, or this code. We're just going to move that in here. And we will cut this out, and we will do my text. And then in here, we are going to do set game over text. We're going to put this in. Okay, so we got that. Let's see where else we called that. So we did it here. So if we just kind of copy this one. Copy this text in here. That, and then we can get rid of can get rid of that. Let's see, I think that is it. Yeah, that should be it. So before we move on, let's just test this out quick. Doesn't matter which one wins. Okay, so that seems to be working fine. We have that. Just checking my notes what our next section is. Oh, okay, and yeah, the next thing we're going to do is actually make a restart button. So the main thing we got to do here is we'll need two things. We'll need an actual reset or like reset or restart button and the code to do it. So we're going to start with the code first. So let's go to our game controller. Okay, and we're just going to make a public method here. We'll call it restart game. Okay, and what we're going to do is kind of like our awake method. So we're going to do, we'll set it to starts on X, MoveCount will be 0. We're going to want to set the game over panel to false. Okay, I think that's all we need in there for right now. Okay, and what we're going to want to do, let's find... Okay, so yeah, we're going to take this loop from game over. This is the one that sets everything to false. We're going to put that in here. And we're just going to make that true. So it's going to reactivate all of them. Okay, and what we will also do... We're going to grab, let's go through here and let's find our code. Why am I not thinking where it is? I'm not sure, but you know what? We can do button list I text and let's equal blank. We'll just add that there. That's also gonna blank them out, so that's part of the reset where it'll clear anything that's on them. Okay, let me check notes quick. Oh, you know what? Again, how we made that method, since we've done this a few times, we're actually going to throw this into a method here as well. So let's just make a new method. We're going to call this one, what should we call this? I'm just going to do the same they did. So set board interactable. And then this one is actually going to take in a bool, and then we just call it toggle. And then this way we can use the same method to set everything to true or false. Okay, so let's take this line. I'm going to leave the text there, so we're going to keep that set in the text. But let's go here. Oh, you know what, sorry. We need the whole loop. So let's put this in here. Okay, we're going to copy this whole loop. Here we will delete that. And here we'll delete that. So it seems a bit repetitive, but it is a good idea. Then we can, anytime we want, we can just call setBoard interactable and tell it true or false. And so down the road, it's just a lot more like robust. So let's see wherever we call that. In restart, we're going to want to do this. So send it, and we're going to want true. So now that's going to set everything to true there. And let me see what else we got in the notes. I think that's actually everything for the reset. So you know what, let's, oh, you know what, we can't try it out yet. We got to actually make our button. So let's go back in here and let's create a button on the canvas. UI, we're going to do button with Text Mesh Pro. Okay, let's call it restart button. Set the rect. And they already have the size for us. I'm just going to copy what was on there because it does actually look pretty good. Okay, so we're going to do that. Width we're going to set to 200 and height to 60. We might have to just move it in a bit. Button colors. I can't remember what we really did for the other ones, but we'll kind of do the same. I think it was this order that we saved them in. So yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, and what we're going to need is an on-click event. And then from there, we're going to bring in the game manager. We want to call restart. So there's restart game. We'll set this text to, I guess, restart. No, we don't. I don't know if we want restart. Retry maybe. Yeah, we'll just do play again. Font up a little bit. That's all centered already. Text looks okay as black. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. It does go out of our game, so let's just move this. Yeah, we'll just throw it down. Not quite the prettiest, but it works. And just gonna set, yeah, we'll leave the anchors center. So, okay, so that should be fine there. In our game controller, I think we have everything set here. Okay, so we just gotta go to our game controller and we just gotta add a game object here for the button. So let's do public game object, restart button. Save that. And in awake here, we're going to want to set it to disabled. So let's do restart button dot set active false. Sorry, this video seems to be going a bit longer, but we might as well finish this up since we're pretty close here, and then we'll stop it for the next video. Okay, so we set it to false in here. So what we're going to have to do is in game over. Yeah, game over, we're going to want to activate it. So we set the text there. And then let's do restart button dot set active true. And what else do we need? You know what? Restart game. We will set it to false. Okay, I believe that should be everything. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but let's try it and we will find out. Well, shouldn't be there yet. Oh, we got to assign it. So I did miss something. The same thing I almost always miss. Okay, let's try. Okay, there we go. So it's not there to begin with. Let's just random play. We win. Play again. Perfect. Okay, let's stop this one there. That's gotten pretty long, and right now this isn't going to work for draws, so we'll have to fix that in the next video.